Yeah. So first off, just want to thank all the subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Much love. So today I want to talk about mind games and youth authority. Now, mind games weren't any kind of games that were played or anything like that. What it really was is children practicing manipulation tactics and youth authority. So basically, as soon as you get to YA, as soon as you get there, you're being sized up. They're looking at you, and they don't want to, like, your size doesn't matter. How you look doesn't matter. It's how you carry yourself, how you react to things, just the different things you do, mannerisms. That's all being looked at. People are looking at that because they want to see what kind of edge they can get over, if they have that edge. So right when you step through the doors, they're looking. They're seeing, like you say, it's like they say, it's shark infested waters, right? Like they want to see, all right, let's see where this cat's at. So you have people that are looking at you that are like, okay, what are we gonna do with him, right? And depending on how you act and react, that's gonna determine how your stay is gonna be, right? So there's different things that happen if people are like cases. Worst case scenario, all kinds of mind games are run on them. All kinds of them. People are going to kind of put fear in their heart. And a lot of the times, like, level Bs are picked up, or time ad write-ups. Level Bs are picked up for riots, starting fights, group attacks, shit like that, right? So back when I was in YA, people didn't want to really pick up level Bs for fucking with cases. They'd rather do it for some rider shit. So what people try to do is they just try to get in the cases' heads and try to get them to, fear them without having to really do too much. Yeah, they may initially sock them out or do anything like that, but they're not going to continue to do it because that's just a waste. Like, why are you going to fuck with even go to lockup for fucking with a case? Like, that's some bullshit, right? So, yeah, so you have these cases that are giving up their canteen and they're doing all that just because they got this fear in their heart, because they've been manipulated to believe that they're in real trouble if they don't comply with the demands of certain cats, right? So they have to do it. Make them feel hopeless. Make them feel alone. Make them feel isolated from their family. I remember when we had Young Beeves on, one time he was saying that he would talk to cases and he would look at them and he would trip out because they'd be getting brutalized in the cottage and they'd go to visiting like nothing happened, right? They have to put on a different face. They can't tell anybody what's happening. And, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up way of living for them. So you have those. Then you have the cases that, unfortunately, people are taking advantage of even more, right? Or they're using them, and you know what I'm getting at with that. Those ones, a lot of people might see like movies and shit like that, television shows where people just go in there and just take what they want from somebody or whatever, right? That hardly ever happened in the youth authority. It did happen at times, but most of the times what would happen is they'd be groomed. They would see who they can get away with that shit. And again, they'd put that fear in their head. They would like get them to feel hopeless, isolated from everybody else. They'd say, hey, you're gonna sit with me all day. And they can't go anywhere, right? Like fucking life kind of sucks for them. And so they get to the point where they feel like their only option, again, is to comply with the demands. It's a fucked up thing. Mind games aren't only ran on cases. Like sometimes you'll have this cat, right? He's not the official leader. He has a lot of clout though. A lot of people like look up to him and he has a lot of influence. So yeah, somebody like that, what are you gonna have? You're gonna have a lot of people who are just trying to be around him. People who are trying to, kind of get fame, if you will, get fame off of him. and just trying to like take a little bit of his shine, have his shine a light on them, right? So you have them. If the cat that has the influence, like if he doesn't want to get into too much trouble sometimes, like if he's been there established, what he'll do is often use these guys around him, because they put them, like, he's like probably figuring like they put themselves in this position, right? Like they want to be tough. All right, let's see it. So I'll give you an example of one thing that could happen. It's even, may not even seem as bad, but I'll break it down afterwards. So when you watch movies, a lot of times people are going to be talking, right? Because you watch movies in the day room. If you have a rowdy day room, you want to keep that shit under control. You can't tell everybody, shut the fuck up, and everybody listen. But what you can do, you can say, hey, check this shit out. Oh, fuck, right? Hey, check this shit out. If you guys get loud in a whisper, fuck, you're dead shit. Right? So that means you could talk like this. Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, pass me the sopas. Or whatever, right? But let's say like you're like, hey, pass me the sopas. What's up, fool? Bam, you ranked on that fuck. So the fool who threw the fuck is gonna have to tell you, hey, you ranking on my fuck, fool? Bam, you basically shot at him, so you're gonna have to get down with this fool. And he shot at you. Like whatever, like you're gonna have to get down with him. It is what it is. So the way that this guy could control the the day room without having to throw the fuck is basically tell somebody like, hey, fool, I think you're ready, dog. Like, I think you're ready, my boy. Like, or not even I think you're ready, but like, hey, fool, man, you be having this shit sewed up, dog. Like, you should throw a fuck. Like, tell them if they get loud in a whisper, like, fuck the whoop wops, right? Like, and you pump them up, right? Like you got this, G. You got this. He's like, fuck yeah. So he'll get up, throw the fuck. If anybody ranks, then he could tell them like, hey, damn, fool, these fools ranking on your fuck? What the fuck, fool? Like, these fools are tripping, dog. And just put it in their head. You just put it in their head where you're not telling them beat these fools down because they're ranking on your fuck. You're just questioning what's going on with these fools over here. Are they ranking on your fuck, dog? Like, damn, are these fools tripping? So it's a way for them to fucking like get you to act for them, right? So they get all the benefits. If everybody be quiet, I don't even know how to say that. If everybody is quiet, then you get to enjoy. He gets to enjoy the movie. If somebody gets loud, gets out of line, then somebody else is fighting. So he gets everything out of that shit. So that's the way it goes, because it's like he's using his manipulation tactics to control the setting. He's using his manipulation tactics to not absorb any risk. And he's especially using it for his own benefit, right? So you have that. You have people that do that. You have people who will be in lockup a lot of times where it happens. And they'll fucking get themselves in a mess. And sometimes, like I know I said earlier, not all the time does misery love company. Like there are some people who are like, nah, fuck that. You don't go my route. But when you're young, a lot of the time misery loves company. So there's some people who will get you to either like get people to shoot at everybody they shot at, like catch all their fades, or fucking even switch neighborhoods. So you'll see a lot of that. And that's all, you mean, telling them like, I got your back, dog. And I've heard people even tell people like, man, your own homies don't even got your back like I do, fool. Like, what the fuck? I'll ride for you, my boy. I don't give a fuck. You over here, your homies, you mean, what are they doing for you, dog? Like, I be hooking you up. That's another thing you'll have. You have people giving you things, trying to be like, oh, we got your back, dog. Nothing's free, especially in there. Nothing's free. So you have people that will use that shit like I got your back, G. Like you can't look out for me. You don't got my back. Like what the fuck? And then a lot of the times you'll have them people like catching the blues just for trying to back up this jackass that cause all kinds of problems. So you have shit like that, right? You have just so many different, like, you have people that'll say, I'm gonna run game on this staff member. I'm gonna run game on this person, right? That's what they always say. I'm gonna run game. Because to them, it's like they're practicing. You have from now it's like 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds doing that shit. OH close. You have as young as 12. You know, and these aren't the only institutions where this happens. This happens at Paso. This happens in Preston, Ventura, everywhere. YTS, everywhere this happens. You have just people in YA all day. They're scheming. All day they're plotting. They just want to see what they can get, right? That's what it's all about. Just seeing what you can get. Who's gonna give up what I need, right? How am I gonna get that? How am I gonna get this person to do this? You know, and it's just like all you want to do is reap the benefits. So those are the mind games that are played. Unfortunately, what happens is when a lot of people get out, they continue to have these mind games, and these mind games continue to evolve. And you don't learn a lot of skills, but you do learn the art of manipulation. You have people that read books like The Art of War and just different books that they use to further their education and manipulation, right? So you have that, and but once you get older, hopefully for the most part, people realize, like, I don't need any of that shit. The only thing I benefited from the mind games, because I don't really fuck with those shits. Like, I don't care about manipulating people, right? Like, I always say, like, I'm trying to hang around people that have I'm trying to chill people that have goals, not schemes, right? Because that's what I want to be surrounded with. Like, people who are motivated, people who want to go out there and get it yourself. You don't need anyone else to get it for you. Like, real shit, right? So yeah, but so the only thing I use that for is to look and recognize when other people are trying to run game. I could see that shit coming, like, come on, dog, get that shit out of here. You know what I mean? Like, we know what you're trying to do. You ain't impressing anyone with that half-ass game. You know, those half-ass schemes, those half-ass plots. Like, dog, we were doing this shit when we were kids. So, you know, that shit. So that's the good part. The bad part is you have people who can't really, they come out, they can't really have decent relationships because they're trying to control everything. They're trying to, like, that's not a way to have a relationship. You have people that burn bridges. You just have a lot that goes on where, unfortunately, you know, these cats come out and they're broken and they don't know how to communicate. All they know how to do is scheme and plot. And that's not going to help you have any kind of healthy relationships. So it's a fucked up thing. But yeah, those are mind games in YA, man. They really fuck up everybody, really, if you think about it. So best thing I said, like I said, hang out with people that want to, you know, that have goals rather than schemes. That's the way to do it. You know what I mean? Get it yourself. Don't try to trick someone else to get your shit. Don't try to trick someone else to take their shit. Like, just do it yourself. You know what I mean? When you do it yourself, nobody's gonna come after you. And it's all, maybe the IRS, they're gonna want their cut. But other than that, nobody else is coming after you. And nobody could use that against you. Like, I helped you out, I built you up. Like, nah, motherfucker, I did this shit on my own, right? So, but yeah, that's what I gotta say. And with that, we out. Peace.